This is nothing like the book When the endless explanations circled in her teenage brain and the class snickered, she had wondered why on earth they tried to explain how a baby grows when the only way to comprehend was to feel the child breathing. Why didn't the world know that? She had started singing to it softly at night, and when it was moving within her, the consciousness of the universe was growing in her womb, and she dreamt of the ocean and woke up with tears in her eyes. This is life, and those who do not understand the complex beauty are bound to keep their feet on the ground. They can never soar.
Success lies within the first steps. Timid but ready toddlers wobble, enthusiastic to start. Crawling becomes a thing of the past, and walking becomes a new chapter in the quick changing life of the child.
I took the steps to keep my little girl where she was and saw that her fingers had a tendency to break things and her eyes had a tendency to flood. There was no stopping where she was going, and one day I picked her up and set her on her feet. When her eyes met mine in question, I whispered in her ear, "One day, little one, you are going to fly."
Falling becomes typical, but they keep trying over and over. Determination and spirit picks them up. Again and again, they try once more. Success is when they feel the carpet beneath their 2 feet as they walk to meet destiny, one more step into the arc of life.
The world is waiting.
The little boy stumbles, tripping. He is determined. Wheeling the bike around, he sets himself upon it. Feet press pavement, a smile shines on his face. He is finally riding his bike between tricycle and kid, his big boy bike. He is starting small, but will one day do bigger things, ride bigger bikes, fill bigger shoes.
Symmetricus, C.
Y.
M.
O.
T.
R.
I.
C.
H.
O.
U.
S.
Symmetricus.
That is correct. Olympians are always climbing the ladder, getting closer and closer to the top. The ring of perfection lies just within their grasp. They're always trying to get farther, to rise higher, to be more successful.
Now this has become an eternity when man stretches what was planned and what was said. There is a space of the seconds when everyone knows and his breaths are even as he thinks,
"Don't tell me the sky's the limit when I know there are footprints on the moon." They live for the sound of the starter gun going off, for the last stretch of waters in the pool as they race to the finish, for the twist in the air as they nail a perfect landing. The fiery edge, the desire to compete, the motivation that stirs inside them, this is what makes great athletes. They reach for the impossible for themselves and for their country. There is a sky with no limits.
You trained your whole life for this. You waited, been rejected. Small successes, big letdowns, they all lead you here. You're gripping onto your horse, hopes letting on dark become your heartbeat. You lean in closer. You're one with the horse, beast with beast, evolving into one. Your minds are linked. You both share the same thought, win, because only you triumph, and only you are called the victor.
The world swells and glows at my fingertips when my mother tells me I grow more beautiful every day. And someday I will blossom into the dreams of my ancestors, the dreams of my mother and my father, my dreams. And I can become anyone I want to be. There is a certain glory in feeling your ambition flutter into your arms like a little bat wandering blindly through the dark, and its radiance of warmth as you stumble upon the incessance of its wings.
Everyone is watching as I leave the earth.
This is the rise of evolution, the wingless taking flight. I am taking flight. The weight of the impossible, the improbable, the inconceivable is my gravity, but it's too late to turn back now. The sky is the limit, but I am starting to think that there is no limit, and I am coming home now. I land on my feet, and Red Bull is satisfied.
We are only as old as we let ourselves be, living through tragedies and triumphs and life ambitions that nest in our hearts like hopeful birds. So, my darling, open your mouth and let them soar. So what if you do not win the race or look as beautiful as your best friend? It is holding your heart in your hands and watching it swell to the beat of nirvana on earth that matters in the end.
Shoot for the moon. Even if you miss, you'll land among the stars.
We are infinite.